it's Amanda here from Lolli Lulu Crafts, and today I am actually filming this on my iPhone because I wanted to do a quick video showing you my camera setup, and obviously that's kind of hard to do if I'm using the camera. So if you've seen the overview video of my, or introduction video of my Lolli's Lodge, you will know where this shelving unit is. So what I've got here is my camera set up on this sort of clamp with a sort of tri-jointed thing so that I can move it about, but I leave it pretty much set up like that. And then all I do is I take the camera off, and you can just unscrew it at the back here. And so I don't leave the camera on there in between. I take that off when I'm not using it, but I don't take the clamp off. I leave that on. That stays put permanently. And on the whole, this is pretty much in the correct position, as in I take the camera on and off. It doesn't really move. It's only when I need to sort of pull it out for whatever, to move it around for other parts of the desk. So for example, if I wanted to go over here to film over my cricket, then I could easily just pull those joints and stretch it right out and move that over. Obviously the other option is just to unclamp it and to clamp it back up on this end. So it's really simple and easy to move about, and as with all the videos, I will put details of exactly what it is and links, etc. underneath at the bottom of the blog post for you. And if you're on YouTube, just click on the link below the video. It says show more. It says, and then when you open that up, it has corresponding blog post and a link in there, and if you click on that, it will take you to where you need to go. So then I have my lights. Now I won't they're pretty bright. And I actually, for most filming, I've only got them at half. So again, they've got a clamp. And again, I don't leave these up at all. And I take the batteries out as well. They've got these batteries. They last ages, and they take forever to recharge once you need to recharge them. But they're pretty good, and they keep the lights strong. And in emergencies, I've also got power supply that I can plug into the lights if I needed to. So if it suddenly all dies on me, I've got that option. And so then when I've finished filming at the end of the day, all I do is switch the lights off. I then unplug the batteries, take the lights, unclip them, and it's pretty simple. You just literally pull them off like so. And then I then just take those over to the drawer here. So then that's my two lights stored, my camera stored, and then all that's left on the shelf is the camera clamp. And the reason I keep it there, it's pretty neat and tidy. It doesn't really get in the way. It doesn't look too yucky. And to be honest, to keep taking that off, it would move the angles, and I've kind of got it where it needs to be so that when I attach the camera to it, it's pretty much pointing at the right place on the table. So that's all good. And then obviously the only other thing I have on, just to add a little bit of softer light to the film, is just that angle poise there. It's just like a slightly yellower light, and I find it just adds a nice tone to the film. So I just like to have that on there as well, just to soften that out. So that is my camera setup. I did used to have those big lights on a stand, and my camera used to be on a tripod. You can see I've got the tripod here at the moment because I'm filming for Lolli's Lodge. I need to not be just over the desk, but I used to have the tripod and then the big lights set up, and that was before I was in here. And I was absolutely determined that I wanted to have a shelf above where I was working so that I could have a setup of this sort, and I really wanted to have lights that were a lot smaller, and being LED, they're really powerful, so it works really well. And I think the lighting looks great in the film. I have the camera on a manual setting, not on auto, and I've set it up so that it works for the lighting as I've set them. And find when it was on auto that as I moved my hands in and out of shot, as I changed different colours of paper, etc., the auto was changing the settings and it would not always keep up quickly enough, and the colours were going a bit odd. Whereas with this on the manual setting, I'm pretty much finding that it works. And I literally now have gone from having to completely edit all the color settings and the lighting settings when I got it onto the computer to having to do none of that. So it makes editing massively much more quicker. It's cut it by half. I mean, editing is still quite a long haul job, don't get me wrong, but it's literally cut that by half, so it's made a big difference to me. So anyway, I hope you found that helpful. I hope you've enjoyed taking a look at my camera setup, and actually I hope you've enjoyed taking a look at this week's videos. This is the last one, and so if you've missed any, do go back. There's lots and lots of storage videos and crafty tour in that as well. So the first half of each video is sort of looking at the storage of each particular element, and then I look specifically at the crafty stash, so you get a bit of a peek at both. So I hope you've enjoyed my surprise. I was so excited to share it with you, and I was actually already working in here doing filming, etc., so I figured let's get this cracked and share with you. So I hope you've enjoyed the whole of this week, and I'd love to hear your comments, of course, but otherwise thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon for a crafty video. Bye for now. Bye.